All right, what's up, fam? Welcome back to more DayZ. My name is Raven from the Sky. Let's do this. All right, let's keep it moving. Of course, that's not going to be fully grown yet. Let's do the same recording session. We got in the shed here. I think this is okay. You could be so kind, DayZ, to grant me a leather repair kit. Sometimes you find them on the nightstands here. I would be so gracious. But never when you need it, huh? Giving me sewing kits I can't use. I could have sworn you could repair ruined jeans. Oh shoot. My God, man. Did they strategically place these darn zombies or what? Yeah, the darn game to the bot computerized. They got it programmed to strategically place them. I mean, every point you try to get past, they were there. Look at that, of course. No cargo pants. And there's like another town with like a carnival. There's quite a few towns with a carnival in it. Like that town I usually hunker down in. It's the town before the military base, the south, at the direct southern part of the map. That has a carnival. The one with the Ferris wheel in the back by the water, that has a carnival, or fair, or whatever you want to call it. But there's a town like that one that has a carnival in it. But it's back like towards when you go into the airfield. It's back. It's the other way. It's the other way I came. I wonder, is there still no cure for that chemical poisoning? Character just keeps bleeding until you freaking die. We got here nothing. Nothing. I don't want to go too far down there. I don't want to get caught by that crap, that gas. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Someone's been here. Say though, these gas zones spawn like the best loot. If you can survive. I would need like the full setup, the full NBC suit with the gas mask. Can you imagine being dropped on some random island and being tasked with just survive? I think, what is that? I think Scum is like that. There's a game called Scum. Looks really good. Uh-oh. Oh, I think this town is, yep. Oh no, it's the same. You know, towards the northeast, there's a campsite that spawns good loot too. So that's towards like the northeast. Thought we were heading back into a gas. I'm like, oh. Had to go all the way, take a detour. Ain't never nothing in that shed. Sometimes this town end up a gas zone. You know, they don't play that song. You should hear like a song or something before the gas drop. I don't hear it no more. You just hear whoop, boom. Then you see the yellow start. But man, you gotta get out of there if you don't have a suit. I'm starting to wonder, should I travel with one? Just to be on the safe side. But again, that's a gas bomb getting dropped on your head. That's few and far in between as well. Especially if you know what towns are going to be gas zones. You know what I mean? What is that, a grave? Doggy grave. Here lies Rufus. Here lies Rufus. Thought I saw somebody. Because zombies don't usually roam this far up. Might have been just that tree in the shape of a person. So they stay, they're down there. That's a zombie. One more town over. Well, not really a town, but past some cars is the military base. Then if you keep going, I think it's the end of the map. You turn up and go back inward towards the edge. I haven't been up here in a long time. I always just turn and go inward. I remember I decided that on like a whim. And then I looked at the I Survived to see where am I going? I'm like, oh, I'm heading towards the main airfield that everyone talks about that I see on YouTube all the time. You know, I'm like, oh, I just discovered a new loot run. That that like m- freshened up the game for me. You know what I mean? Because at that point, it was starting to get mundane. I'm like, I'm running the same route over and over and over and over. And every now and again, I run into somebody, kill or be killed. But other than that, you know. Then I said, let me try run a lightweight loadout. Boy, was that hard. Because you want to carry everything. A game like this, survival of the fittest, you naturally want to carry everything. You want to be a pack mule naturally, as even as we a first time player, like, ooh, oh, like if you found this AK, you pick it up, put it on your back. If you found a shotgun, you pick it up, put it on your back. You got two big guns, overkill, like Call of Duty. Pistol, you pick it up. You pick everything up until you out of space. Then you pick up the backpack. You compile a bunch of shit in that backpack. A tank with feet. That's what you become. Trust me, I know I played like that for years. I have nothing against tank players, pack mule players, because I was one. But right now, I don't think I'm gonna go back. Oh, somebody put that there. I'm enjoying this lightweight build. I remember one time I came in here, I think it was this one or a gas station somewhere. A player was in here. He went across here, stopped there. I had like the SMG, blah, blah. He went like this, and then finished me off. Dude was fully geared too. They say double tap. Like Zombieland. That's one of the rules of Zombieland, double tap. Has anybody ever gotten lucky? I have. I didn't take the person out that got me, but like the zombies heard the shot in that town. That used to be. It was right across from the police station. They got kind of like swarmed. First, I drew my gun and waited, but I said, "Screw that." Got up, ran to like the adjacent building or the building next to the police department, and sat there, healed up, waited, and they ended up leaving. I got lucky. I had a helmet on, so that makes a difference. Instead of one being a one-hit kill, that just knock you out. He didn't even get up to me to double tap. They can get back up and get you. That's why I said always double tap. Most of the time I do get double tap. It's like once you go down, you ain't getting back up. Yeah, my darn stamina. What the? Oh, I did fill that pot up, didn't I? Almost down to half stamina. I had a silenced weapon. I pick them all off and then see what I can find in those cars. Because events like this, they saying will have a reason, make more sense, and have better, more loot. They didn't necessarily say better, but they'll have more loot versus it just being there and there's never any loot. Especially those military convoys that are burnt out like that. Seems like every time I come across there, it's always loot. May not be always the loot I want, but hey, there is loot there. So I just said it was gonna be loot, ain't no loot. Probably because the place has already been looted. Uh, 64 miles. 23. 93. God. This is what I was talking about here. Check and see if we get lucky. Nobody's ever here. I've rarely, if ever, ran into anybody at this base here. Run into zombies all the time, but never really any players. Don't mean it won't be any here now, with just my luck. So much ammo. I almost think that belonged to a person. Yeah, look at that. Person got taken out right here. Let's get in and get out. Because if I had to guess, he's probably on the way back to get his stuff, if he hasn't already been. Sit your butt down before you aggro the whole darn base. Done been down that road before. And going down that road again. What's in here? Got a freaking buttstock, that's it. Field jacket. I think I'm gonna keep the tactical shirt. Stun lock me and be blocked in that corner. Tore all the pieces from head to toe, except for the red beret. Pistol. Ammo. We'll try here. Pouches. Flight helmet. Of course, this is common. This is a common spawn for this thing here. The SK. Patrol jacket. No luck. Oh well. Oh well. Better luck next time, champ. Let's start heading back. Thinking about railroad tracks. Railroad tracks always lead to a town. Same with power lines. Power lines will always lead to a town. If you're lost in like the woods or something, You need some guidance. Power lines will always lead to back to a town. Always, always, always. It'd be nice though to have a night Vega, and I actually want one. I want to try out a build, close quarters build, something where I have like a 90% chance of winning. Up medium to close range. Shotgun usually do the trick, but what beats the shotgun though is like the fire rate, fast fire rate. Shotgun got a horsepower though, stopping power. They have the last word every time. So it's hit or miss, and you don't want to miss. Especially when they're working with a high fire rate. You get off one blast, they can get off like 3 to 5 shots. That's why SMGs usually like goated, OP to the point where they're goated up close. Especially on Call of Duty. Anybody else ever hear the pro tip to stay off the roads? I don't never really abide by that. Because the people I encounter on roads, if I haven't encountered an actual player on a road, I don't know when. I think it was even like, probably been last year or year before. I can't remember if I was streaming or recording an episode. But he walked right past me. Then I get a message telling me to come somewhere. Idiot. I'm like, dude, I'm not the one that shot you or took you out. He probably thought I was because he was probably the last player I saw, and he probably thought I doubled back and sniped him. But dude, I don't get down like that. Tell you how I do get down. I roll solo dolo most of the time. However, I'm not against helping other players, i.e. while I'm planting gardens all over the place. Or in at least one garden, pretty much a town. Speaking of which, I need to plant a garden in this one, but yeah. Just get in, get what I need, keep it moving. Keep it moving. Yeah, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not even a PvP person. Although, as I always say in most episodes. See that? Want to take it there, we can take it there. You absolutely must protect yourself at all times in this game, guys. Of course, nobody wants to lose their loot. I always say, I know I sound like a broken record at this point, don't be attached to your loot because you will die, be that of player, zombie, or disease. You will meet your unfortunate fate in this game. So it does not make any sense to be all crying and pissed off and attached at the hip with your loot because you're going to lose it. You have to make peace with that. That's fine. I had to make peace with it. I know what that's like. I was a DayZ noob once before. You finally get, especially when you're new, and you luck up and find an AK, which was super rare at the time. I seem like I find them more now than I did about 3.5 years ago when I started playing this. But then again, I wasn't going to that main airfield I always go in my runs, you see. In my loot runs, you guys see every episode. You know, I don't go to that. I wasn't going to the air. I didn't know I didn't know what the best spots in a common sense would say a military base. That's based off of common sense logic. In a police station. But I didn't know until I stumbled upon and saw, okay, this is a police station. I didn't know what to look for. I didn't know to look for no yellow building or none of that. That's where, I didn't realize that until I said, you know what, let's look at you. YouTube is your best friend when playing this. Especially when you're new. I'm telling you right now, YouTube. It's your best friend. Hell, it's your best friend in general. When it comes to searching. But anyways, when it comes to DayZ, this is your best friend. I just watched a video or two, learned the basics, how to feed my character and survive, and I was good to go. I had to look at the ground for fruit rather than just trying to rely on random chips and canned food, trying to find that. You're better off finding fruit, searching the ground for seeds, and then taking a pickaxe or shovel and planting them, growing your own food, water them, growing your own food versus trying to randomly find and hunt for your own food as well, the wildlife, rather than trying to randomly find random junk food and pantry food around the map. This right here will always be your best option. And yes, it takes a bit of time, but you get so much, especially if you find fertilizer or you use the other plant material from the growth. You use the plant material or you use the fertilizer, which that's nothing to kill my stamina. It's heavy, that lime, garden lime. Sometimes you find them, and they'll be on here, leather kits, they'll be up here on the shelf. But the reason why the lime is good is because it gives you like pristine yields, and you'll get more. Versus if your stuff is damaged, near ruined, badly damaged, you only might get one. There's a chance that it'll go rotten in the ground, stuff like that. Tomato seeds. Do I have tomato seeds? The pepper seeds. Let's see. I don't think I have. I do. And stumble across this place gonna be eating good. Also, I need to start talking more when I play this, because some players, there's like a code where doesn't mean you have to abide by it. Where okay, well, let's see if he's friendly. They might make a gesture or something like that. And if you don't talk, they automatically assume that you're an enemy. I'm that way. I don't blame them, because you don't really know. And then, even if they say they're friendly, how do you know they're actually friendly? Chopper crash. They could say they're friendly and wait for the perfect moment to strike. the street and keep it moving. I think it landed back there somewhere. I mean, the perfect moment. You won't even see it coming. I mean, they'll be your friend to the end. Literally. And that's when this game, that's why you kind of develop trust issues playing this. Now, I'm not saying they carry over into real life, but I mean while playing this, you do. It's like, even though he says he's friendly, do I trust him? And then you take him out, and then only for him to be like, man, and you find out he really was friendly. Versus, okay, this guy's friendly. All right, you want, yeah, sure, let's travel together. Soon you turn your back, pop. You might catch him doing it, but it's like, when you catch him doing it, it's like a deer in headlights. And when you're like in that state of deer in headlights state, you cannot move your fingers or anything. It's like, oh, it's like a state of shock. Deer in headlights. You can't do anything for that split second or half a second or 2 seconds or whatever have you. And you're extremely vulnerable. He can move because he knows what he's doing, but he caught you off guard. The element of surprise is the most deadly element. I'm telling you, especially in a game like this. I can't tell you how many times I heard a gunshot and it hit me and then I jumped. As if I'm hearing a gunshot in real life. And this is DayZ. What the heck was that? Who's shooting? Where's he at? And then you just book it towards the nearest. You're trying to find cover. You book it towards the nearest house. And he starts firing, trying to hit you while you're moving. But it's hard to hit a moving target, so you manage to get away. And then you hunker down in here. And then you wait it out. You play the waiting game. Which is why you need to be stocked or have some food when you're playing the waiting game, because most gunfights in this game are like that. You kind of like moving around, moving to cover, playing the waiting game, not trying to like play. You're not really playing like it's Call of Duty. At least you shouldn't be. It's too realistic. Call of Duty is more like, how do you say, like arcade style. Because here, all it takes is like a couple shots. Unless you're wearing like a plate carrier. And even then, you get knocked out. It's not like you're taking half a clip like in Call of Duty. You get so many, what's the name? Whoops. You get so many, like tomatoes. Let's get it jump started, shall we? Take half the canteen and water the 3 plants. Oops. I swear, having like the tactical belt and vest and stuff saves you so much space. All right, it's about that time, so I'm gonna go in here and end the video. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Take this out just in case somebody pops in. All right, my name is Raven from the Sky. If you enjoyed the episode, do me a favor and drop a like and subscribe to the channel and the series grow. All right, take care, and I will catch you guys. Can't even look at the camera. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.